come in. Is that your thought that this guy could certainly be a throw-in? Oh, sorry. I know it's about you.
My contributions to television.
I know it's about you.
Yeah, because I don't block my spotlight. Literally blocking my spotlight. We're happy he had a first game. He's worked hard in training camp. It's always important that a few guys step up each year. Our last guy, James Butler, was an unknown, and he had to step in. So the important thing is to just keep growing and getting better, and he's done that so far.
They tried to make him a receiver in the NFL for a little bit too. Does that make him an even better pass option too out of the backfield?
Yeah, our personnel department really thought he was a good CFL fit because he's a quick guy. Has the skill set to catch the ball out of the backfield, all those things. So, we hope to take advantage of those things.
How important is it for you guys to have a guy that can support the running game so that you're not, just a pass?
Yeah, it's huge. You got to be able to run the ball, even though this is a 3-down league. You need to be able to run the ball, you need to pass protect, and you need to be able to throw it out of the backfield to the running back. So very important position, and happy with what he's done so far.
Good start in more ways than one last week. How important is that in the big picture for you?
It is big. We're always, this is true for most football teams, but for us, we want to bring a lot of energy and really start the game fast, and that's what we're shooting for to do tomorrow. And Edmonton's a good team. They played a really physical game last week against Saskatchewan. That was a fun game to watch if you're a football fan. So we're expecting a really tough game tomorrow, and I think part of our recipe for success is to start fast.
You lost your quarterback, you lost your running back, you lost a pretty good receiver to retirement.
Yeah.
Talk about just getting over that. I mean, you could arguably say maybe 4 or 5 of your best players are not back this year from last year. Talk about getting over that.
Yeah, it is. It's special players, and we absolutely miss them. We got a taste of it last year because Burnham missed basically half the season, and so did Nathan Rourke, or he missed a good chunk of it. So we've kind of been down that road before, and so we definitely miss those guys, but we know that we have guys in here to step in, and we also have a core group of guys that are back, so that helps cushion the blow of losing people, and that's life in pro football, is that people are going to move on, and it's important that you keep evolving and keep moving forward, and that's what we're trying to do.
Somebody's out to find the next guy, right?
Yeah, well, last year we were in the same boat where they were asking why we were starting a new quarterback, and James Butler was a new guy at one point. Everybody was new at some point, so you always go through that, and like I said, we just try to make the transition by keeping a core group of guys around so that the new guys that step in can fit in better.
A little bit about Vernon Adams and the way, obviously started great in the game, put up the numbers. A guy who's been moved around a lot, but just seems everywhere he goes, he just seems to make an impact of some sort.
Yeah, he does. He's had a really good training camp for us, so it's really translated for how his training camp and how he's practiced has translated into the Calgary game, which is great to see. I think he's a guy that's getting older, and the fact, that is a compliment. That he understands the CFL game, understands what it takes to be a winning quarterback in this league, and we were really lucky to get him last year.
Anything new on Yarman?
Yeah, he's still in the hospital. There seems to be some optimism that he could get out later today. He needs to go through a few more tests, so he's still stable, still awake. But he's been in the hospital for 3 days, so I'm glad they're taking every precaution with him and making sure he gets all the tests done that he needs, and then hopefully gets out of there today.
You called off practice the day it happened. How has the group handled it? Because obviously it's a scary situation.
Yeah, I just in the moment you don't see things like that very often, and it's a tough thing to watch. And obviously Phil was on everyone's mind, and I just didn't think it was the right place to have them be concerned about practicing in that moment. So we just needed some time to process what was going on, and then give it a day, and then we came back and had a good practice yesterday.